Hey everybody, today we're going to be looking at two menus from the 80s, these vintage MREs. We're going to look at a menu 1, pork patty dehydrated with accessory packet D, made by Southern Package and Storage Company in Mullins, South Carolina, also known as Sopaco now. This was sent to me by Sticky Fingers 745. Definitely check out his channel. His reviews are much better than mine. We're also going to look at menu number 3, beef patty dehydrated with accessory packet B, also made by Sopaco. So we're going to try both of them out at the same time and see what's held up and what hasn't. I'm going to start with the beef patty. Let's see what we get here. Okay, we have cheese spread that's still a little pliable, but you can see the packaging's kind of separating a little bit. I don't see a date on it yet. We have a brownie, chocolate covered. Again, we can see where the outer packaging's kind of coming apart. We have our accessory packet, which has coffee, cream substitute, sugar, candy, soup and gravy base, salt, chewing gum matches, and toilet paper. We have our crackers. Of course, these will be the salted crackers. Ooh, we have our beans with tomato sauce, and you can see where that probably doesn't look like it survived too well. Then we have our cooked beef patties. Those seem like they're pretty well held up pretty well. We have a date, by the way, on the beans, which is 5329, so that would be 1985. Let's just go ahead and open these beans and get them out of the way right now. This box actually feels moist. Naturally, it's glued into the box. And I can smell them already. We've got a little bit of mold inside the box. And yeah, these definitely have leaked right here on this corner. So we're going to go ahead and just get these back in the box and get them in the garbage. Next up, we're going to try out the pork patty. Let's see what we got in this. And this looks like it was stored much better. We have a cookie bar, chocolate covered. We have cocoa beverage powder. We have our crackers again. Applesauce. This says a date code of 6062, which means 1986, so we'll try that out. And here's one of the interesting old style sleeves that you would use. And you just push them in like this, and then there was a stand for your ration. Of course, you wouldn't need it for the patties, but here's our pork patty. Our accessory packet D, which is coffee, cream substitute, sugar, ketchup, salt, chewing gum matches, toilet paper. We have another cheese spread, and this one, again, it's pretty pliable. So we'll see what that looks like. I doubt very seriously that it would be any good. And of course, with both, we also have the old style white MCI spoons. So let's go ahead and start looking at the accessory packets. This is the packet D that came with the pork patty. So we have sugar, cream substitute, which is still pliable, salt, still good, coffee, instant type 1. We have our dehydrated ketchup, which is already hard as a brick, and that's too bad. Those never survive. We have our toilet paper, our white tip matches, and our peppermint gum. Let's take a look at our other accessory packet. Again, this one, the foil on it's separating. So we have our soup and gravy beef flavored, and it feels still pliable. Our creamer, another coffee instant type 1. We have our Dairy Fresh caramels. I'm not going to try these. They're awful dark looking. And the last time I did, I couldn't taste anything for about an hour. Sugar, salt, toilet paper, again, peppermint gum, and our white tip matches. Okay. So let's check out, let's see. Start separating. We have our chocolate cookie bar, our brownie chocolate covered, our 2 mains, our crackers, and both of our cheese spreads. And then of course our cocoa beverage powder. Oh, and let's not forget our applesauce. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to clean some of this off and separate it and be right back. Okay, now we've got everything separated out. The first thing we're going to do is try to take these pork patty and beef patty and try to get them rehydrated. So we'll open them up and see what we get with them. Nice solid hiss with the beef patty. And no mold on it, anything like that. Go ahead and check it out. It's just a freeze-dried beef patty. And it smells like cat food, which is pretty common. So I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of water to this. And actually, I think I'm going to use a hot beverage bag from a newer MRE to see what that will help it do. Okay, we're actually going to cheat a little bit. We're going to use current hot beverage bags to soak these in. What a perfect way to use these up. Okay. Add a little bit of hot water. Push out the air. Okay, we'll just set that right there. Then we'll try our pork patty and see what that looks like. And again, these are 2 rations that I do remember in the late 80s eating out in the field. And they were never really great to get because you had to eat them dry. Okay, now I'm not sure if the pork patty has grease or if that's mold. I'm hoping that's just grease inside of this. If you look, I think that's just grease. So we're going to do the same with it. Okay, we'll add a little hot water to it. Alright, we'll set that there and see if that'll rehydrate. Now let's go ahead and check out our cocoa beverage powder. Get this mixed up. Okay. And let's try our 2 coffee type 1s. Now one thing I can say is I'm not necessarily reviewing these as much as just trying to see if they've withstood the test of time. I guess I could have looked to see if that had any dry mold in it, but these generally don't. Use both of them. Let's try our creamer. Then let's add our, we're only going to add 1 sugar to this. All right. Now we'll go ahead and check out our crackers. Again, good seal still on these. And these were the ones from the beef patty. And a quick smell, they look really good. Of course, they're the salted. They smell a little stale. Oh, I take it back. Those are from the pork patty. These are from the beef patty. Let's check them out. Again, this package is coming apart a little bit. And these look good. We'll see how they held up. Next up, let's look at the brownie chocolate covered. It's still nice and shiny, just like they always were. Let's look at the cookie bar chocolate covered. Okay, seems a little softer, maybe a little worse for wear, but. And let's check out these cheese spreads that feel kind of lumpy in them. And these generally are not meant to last 32 years. Yeah. that definitely does not look good. Oh, yeah, they smell pretty bad. It smells pretty bad as well. Yeah, the different colors going on in here, really not reassuring. We'll just put them off to the side and check out the other one. Now, this one's pretty hard. And, wow, the smell of that cheese is really getting bad. Let's take, oh, this one's even worse looking and smelling. So we're going to go ahead and just get rid of these real quick. Okay, next let's look at this applesauce. And again, we have a 62nd day of 1986 date. So let's see how well this held up. Okay, let's open this up and take a look at what we have. Wow. It's definitely turned brown. Yeah, let's get a view. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be very good, but we may taste it. All right, let's. The pork patties absorbed all the water that I put in there. Let's get it out and see what it looks like. The beef patties actually absorbed all of its water. So let's slide it out. And then while these are sitting here for a minute, we're going to go ahead and see if this soup and gravy base is actually any good. And it says dissolved contents in 1/3 canteen cup or 8 fluid ounces of water. So we're going to put 6 in it to see if it'll actually stay gravy or if it'll even mix at all. And we'll just use the same beverage bag. It's actually still a powder. So let's just dump it into the bag that the beef patty was in, since that's what it was intended to go with. And we'll add just under 6 ounces and see what it tastes like. Okay, well, it dissolved really good. It's not much of a gravy, but it's definitely soup. And just going to taste this real quick to see. Yeah, that tastes just like a powdered bouillon cube, beef bouillon cube. So let's go ahead and give our beef patty a try. Well, there we go. It's basically a hamburger that's been dehydrated for 32 years. Let's give it a taste. That's actually delicious. I mean, that tastes like a burger you would have bought or made yourself. It's a little salty, but it rehydrated just nicely. That's actually really good. I'm going to try it with a little bit of the bouillon, or a little bit of the gravy mix. Wow, that's just fantastic. Now we're going to go ahead and try the pork patty. Again, you've got actual meat. It's not formed and chopped and processed. And we'll see what this tastes like. Yeah, that's actually rehydrated really well. Both of these were honestly probably kept pretty good conditions. This tastes just like a piece of breakfast sausage. No off-putting taste at all. Well, I wish we could have done this out in the field. All right, let's try the 2 sets of crackers. Yeah, this set's really not good. We'll try these. I don't believe these are going to be any good. These are actually still good. Most of the ones I've found that are the darker brown have usually last. All right, let's try our cookie bar chocolate covered. No. Oh, no, that's definitely bad. Yeah. It took, oh, okay, yeah, that, I had to go rinse my mouth out by just taking one nibble. Yeah, that was horrible. Let's check out the brownie. We'll see what it's done. Yeah, it's bad as well. Okay, sorry, I'm back. All right, so we know that the brownie did not last. The chocolate covered cookie did not last. Crackers did not last. The applesauce we're really not even going to try. I mean, it's so dark. There'd just be no reason. Let's go ahead and try our cocoa. Surely it lasted. And it did. It's sweet. It's delicious. Just like it always is. Our coffee type 1. Yep, it's just the way it's supposed to taste. So I'm actually going to finish these 2 patties because they rehydrated really, really well. It actually tastes good. I hope you enjoyed watching. This is, like I said, a 1985 beef patty from Steve 1989 and a 1986 pork patty dehydrated from Sticky Fingers 745. I hope you enjoyed, and if you like watching the rations or maybe want to try them, you may want to check out MREInfo.com. That is definitely the place for folks that want to learn about the MREs. Thank you for watching.